Hey, so today we're gonna learn how to create images like this one, and this one, and this one, this one. I've done it a few times, enjoy doing it. Never made a video about it, and somebody left a comment on my Instagram asking me to do so, and even though it's been several months, here we are. Hey, welcome to Franklin Mountains State Park. Sophie and Emily are going to join me shortly, as in like 30 minutes. I'm late getting this done, but I've posted recently some light painting photos, and I thought I would share how I do that. I actually stole the idea from another photographer, because that's how things go, is you learn from each other and you remix and do your own thing with it, and that's what I've done. Here's what we do. We start with materials. First is this. It is a fluorescent tube, like a fluorescent bulb protector tube. Get it at a home hardware store, home improvement store, Home Depot, Lowe's. It's like $4. It's stupid cheap. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna stick a flashlight in here, but before we do that, we need to direct the light somewhere so that it's not lighting me when I'm waving it in front of the camera, and so that as much of the light goes out as possible. And so we live in an RV now. Resources are limited as far as what we've got on hand. So here's what I came up with. I've used like tape before on these, but this time I'm going to use aluminum foil and duct tape, and we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to just put it together. All right, so there you go. It's not pretty, but its job is to be blurry anyways. So I think it'll do. And yeah, we're just waiting for our models to show up. They made it. It's Emily and Sophie. I'm gonna put their Instagrams right there. Is that cool with you?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. And we're gonna hike up there. So we did the hike up to the cave. That was a really cool shoot. I hope you've seen that other video for the full behind the scenes of that shoot. If you haven't, here's a card. You can go check it out. But then we had to wait for the light to go down. And once it was down, we hit the Trans Mountain Highway and started the light painting. So I was using that wand that you saw me build. Just want a quick note that you can use any kind of continuous light source. And there's a million different ways you can do it that will give you a million different results. Some you'll like, some you won't. But here's a quick process of whether you're using the light bar or whether you're using some other light source. Here's a quick rundown of the process that I use when we're doing the shots. All right, so here's how light painting works. One of you is gonna be the focuser. And you know what the focuser does is they shine a light straight into the eye of the model because it's dark, and so the camera can't autofocus. Okay, so like let's say we're taking Emily's picture.
Right.
Sophie's gonna be the focuser. So you're gonna shine your light into Emily's eye.
Okay.
And that's not gonna be comfortable, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
And then you're gonna strike a pose, and I'm gonna focus on you, and you gotta hold it, like you cannot move.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna hit the shutter button, and you're not gonna know it except for I'm gonna tell you now.
Okay.
And then you have to extra freeze. Except, I'm sorry, let me back up. You have to turn the light off. So I'm gonna say light, and you're gonna turn it off. And then I'm gonna say freeze, and you're gonna freeze. And then I'm gonna hit the shutter button, and I'm gonna say now.
Okay.
And it's gonna be, and I'll tell you how long, but it'll be somewhere between 10 and 30 seconds.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And you gotta just be a statue. And then I'm gonna take this jobby and I'm gonna come wave it around behind you
Oh, to perform the light painting.
to do the light painting. And then I'm gonna turn it off and I'm gonna leave the frame and I'm gonna hit the flash.
Okay. Okay.
So when you're doing this, don't put this on your camera. Do all your light painting and then hit the flash with just the test button. It's got to be in, everything is going to be in manual mode. You're going to have your aperture open as wide as you can. So I've got an f2.8 lens, it's going to be on f2.8. You're going to be careful about your focusing. When the light is, you're going to want some kind of external light shining on your subject. Be careful about your focusing. And then you have to have a strobe, because that's what's going to freeze the motion. Because as wonderful and beautiful and talented as Emily is, she's gonna move. Like, it's gonna happen. And so this is gonna be like a second shutter for you to freeze her motion so that she looks like a stationary subject in your frame. And that's how we do light painting.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's get at it.
You ready?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Go. 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, 6 1,000.
So the beauty of this effect is that most of the special effect is in camera. So when you go to post and you bring in a Lightroom, Photoshop, Capture One, whatever you're doing your post-processing in, you treat it like any other image. There's no really special post-processing to do. I mean, I'll bump the highlights up a bit and bump the shadows down a bit, which is kind of the opposite of what I normally do. And I'll do some like blemish fixing where like maybe there was a jitter in my movement. I'll try to smooth that out with like clone stamping, stuff like that. But other than that, you just treat it like any other image, because all of the special effect, like I said, is done right in camera. So I hope that's been helpful to you. Hope that gives you some inspiration, some good ideas. If it did, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Love to see you for the next video. Trying to really pick up the production schedule, get more of these cranked out. I have a stupid amount of content that has never seen the light of day that will now, soon, hopefully. So stay tuned for that. I'll make you a bet. I'll make you a bet. You subscribe and I'll do it. If you don't, then you'll never know. Anyways, thank you. God bless you. We'll see you next time. Bye.